Hi friends, welcome back. An average student got first rank in Aims MDS 2023 exam. Yes, that's Dr. Shahid from GDC Thrissur. Actually, I had the Malayalam interview with the Dr. Shahid in this channel, but a lot of comments were asking to do the English version of the interview. So that's the reason why I am doing this video. In this video, I am going to share the lessons he told me in that video. So, what actually Shahid studied? Shahid studied dental pulse completely, and in pharmacology, he studied Sparshgupta, and in medicine, he covered CDs, institutes, notes, and pink papers. And in anatomy, dental materials, and pedo, he also studied dentist. And for ortho, it was Jitendra Sharan, and for community, it was Vivek Jain. So these are the sources. He also emphasized the fact that you should have to study standard textbooks in the yearly exams because it will deepen the understanding of the subjects rather than textbooks, which will help you to fetch some marks in the yearly exams. And don't skip any subjects thinking that only a few questions will come from these subjects or this subject is very difficult to master. So don't think like that and try to cover as much as possible from any subjects. Then how much hours actually did Shahid study? Initially, he used to study for 10 to 12 hours. Then later, 14 to 50 hours from the last few months before the exams. And he actually or exactly studied 1 year in the CDS Institute for the competitive exams. Exactly 1 year. And this 1 year journey was full of discipline and dedication. He compared it to the marathon race, not a race of 100-meter race, because you should be very consistent. Some days we will have high motivation and we will study up to 20 hours a day, and the next day we will study 2 hours or 3 hours. It will not work. Be consistent, and if you're studying for 10 hours a day, you should be consistent with that 10 hours and try to gradually improve that hours, so that is 10 hours to 11 to 12. So try to improve it gradually. So what was the main factor behind his success? His main factor behind his success was time management. Because you should have to study a lot of subjects, 20 subjects, and these 20 subjects are very vast. If you can't use your time properly, we cannot study it completely. So what he did was, his study sessions was 1 hour sessions each, and in between those 1 hour session he used to take breaks. In those break time he didn't scroll through the phone, but what he did was he had some walk around his room, and he had a sip of water, and he had some deep breathing exercise and all those stuffs. So it actually rejuvenated his energy for the next session. Actually, he emphasized the importance of breaks multiple times in the interview. Another most important thing was that he planned what to study in each hour. That is from 6 to 7, this much topic, and from 7 to 8, this much questions, and from 8 to 9, likewise, each hour was properly planned, and he also executed that plan very well, superbly. And he did it for not 1 day, not 2 days, not 1 month. He did it for exactly for 1 year. So with that discipline and with that dedication, he secured the first rank in Aims MDS exam. Then how did he tackle his stress? We know that in this competitive examination, the stress is a part. Everybody will feel stress at any part of this preparation. So tackling stress is a strategy, or it's a advantage. Shahid tackled stress by hearing music. He said in the interview that music was a therapy for him. He used motivational music, he used melody music, and all sort of music. He also had a good friend circle. So when he was in a highly stressful situation, he used to spend some time with them. So it will put him into a much more relaxed situation. Then a revision technique. Don't think that I will start revision after completely studying those 20 subjects. It will be one of the most dangerous thought in your mind. What you should do is that you should have to revise while going through your studies. That is, in for example, in January you are studying anatomy, and in February you are studying pedo, and in February you also have to revise what you studied in January. That is, you have to revise anatomy while you are studying pedo. So it should continue into the further months also. So that's the way you should have to deal with the revision. Then how he managed distraction. So what he did was he eliminated all the distracting apps including Instagram from the mobile phone, and he also put some timer on the YouTube. So that was his strategy to be consistent and to be focused on the study plan. The next is how is Aims preparation different from NEET preparation. In Aims, there will be much more clinical questions, so you should be more clinically oriented. You should have to practice a lot of questions. Actually, Shahid practiced 1000 to 1500 questions every day or each single day for the last few months, last 2 3 months before the exam. So it will give you the practice of which are the questions to attempt, which one to avoid. So that practice gives you the confidence to attempt the questions in the exams. He also said that the questions pattern in Aims will be much more difficult than NEET. Next is what a NEET aspirant or Aims aspirant should not do. Number one, don't try to focus and master in one subject, because we have 20 subjects to cover. If you spend all your time to one subject, it will not be much good in your competitive exam. So don't try to master one subject. And next thing is, don't skip any exam in your institutes, because each exams will give you the clarification such that which all the sections are good for you, or which all sections you are stronger, and which all the sections which you are weaker. So don't skip any exams. The third point is, don't compare yourself with another person, because it will only drain your energy. So don't just compare yourself with another person. Your study pattern are different and their study pattern are different. So by compare, there is no much use. And another point, he said that don't skip food, don't skip water, don't skip sleep, because this is a marathon. You have to go through a long way, so you should be very balanced. So these are all the ideas that he shared to me on the interview. So I think students will use this video for their purpose, and I wish them good luck in their studies and in their exams. Thank you.